So we now have a list, a very nice list of countries, and in this video we're just gonna try and work out the list of states, and that's gonna be super fun because what we're gonna do is at the end of the day is to use rawPHP's console to be able to pull this thing through. All right. First of all, we need to install rawPHP's command line if it doesn't already exist. So to confirm that it exists, open your default rawPHP project folder. And if the bin folder doesn't exist, bin folder, then you don't have the command line installed in your version. You need to manually install it. So to install it, what we're going to do is to simply yank off the folder from what we have online. So you go to github.com/rawPHP framework, okay, and then click on rawPHP, and we simply clone the application. This is the folder we are looking for. This folder doesn't exist in mine, so just cross-check that it exists in yours. If it doesn't, then you are in the same soup with me. Then we have to manually install it. But if it does, then you're good to go. All right, you can just keep this video and move over to the next. So clone this application to your directory. I've already cloned it. Then copy this bin folder and paste it into your project directory. Just paste it here so that you can have it. And then the next thing is you have to delete your composer.json file and replace it with the composer.json file with the one you cloned. To clone this, you just have to do this just to get a copy of the whole project. You just download it as a zip file, then open it in your system and do the copying. I'm going to do mine right now so I can have it too. All right. So, but that's not all. We need to run one or two commands to clean up our system so that it will start working. All right. So I'm going to copy mine and paste. So here's my fresh rawPHP installation, and as you can see, this one has the bin. This new version has bin. And this old version that I'm using doesn't have it. So I'm just going to copy the bin folder, and of course I'm going to copy the composer.json file. These two guys, Ctrl+C on my keyboard, come to this place and paste, and of course replace if it asks me to replace. All right, it's asking me, yes, I have to replace my old composer file. Now mainly what is changed in the composer file, let me show you. You're basically trying to fix this. This is the only thing you want to add here, and then you have to you need to add Symfony console. So assuming you wanted to do it manually, otherwise just copy and paste. Now we've replaced this and we're good to go. What we're going to do is to open the command line from here. I'll just hold the shift key on my keyboard and right click. Hold the shift key, right click, and of course you have this. I didn't do it well, so I'm just going to do that all over again. Shift key, right click, and I have this open command window here. And I'm going to run composer dump autoload. So once you do this, you hit enter and then you wait. All right, so we're done. Mine took like about 60 seconds. Now I want to give you a little reference to where it is on rawPHP. So if you go to rawPHP framework, just rawPHP framework, we will see the docs. So when you click on the docs, you'll be able to just go straight to console. As you can see, you have console. This is where you read up how to use this, but I'm just going to show you straight up, and it's not difficult. It's the easiest thing you will ever do in rawPHP. So what we're going to do is to make sure that we're in our bin folder, right? So we go to our command line and navigate into our bin folder and run php raw. So I'll just do cd bin because we just have bin folder right now. We added it. So I just run php raw just to make sure. If it gives me an error like this, that means there is a problem. Okay, so I'm just going to run composer install because we've not run composer install. This is still missing. So composer install, this could take 2 to 5 minutes depending on the strength of your internet connection. So I'm going to pause this video now and come back when it's done. So of course there's another problem. We're in the wrong folder. We have to move back, and after the composer install, just type this to move back. After the composer install, we will come back to our bin folder. Right, after running composer install from outside your bin folder, you have to run composer update from the same root folder that you're into. So you make sure you have your internet connection on, then you wait. So right now our composer update has finished running, so we're just going to cd into our bin folder and run something called php raw. Then if it gives you a message like this, then you're good to go. As you can see, we have a very nice message. So just a quick recap of what we just did. First of all, we copied the folders and the file, then we ran php. We went to our root folder, and then we ran composer install, then we ran composer update. After that, we just went into a bin folder and ran php raw. Then we got this news message.